Hello everybody and welcome to this unboxing slash review slash look at of the new Red Hood Joker sculpt that Night Models released for their 10th anniversary, as it says on the front here. As long as you did an order during their 10-day sale, this was available, and then the Harry Potter game had a Hagrid model available. This is the important one though. The Red Hood Joker has had a sculpt before back in 1st edition, which I didn't play, but this is an entirely new sculpt. Presumably new rules, but more importantly, I've heard on the grapevine, as we mentioned in the full unboxing of the stuff I got in the 10th anniversary sale, that it's got the first 3rd edition Batman miniature game card in it, to give us an idea of how they're going to look from now on with every new release for 3rd edition, which is definitely a thing because the new starter set's been revealed, etc. Looking forward to it, also slightly tepid about it, to put it mildly, but more importantly, let's take a specific look at this. Oh wow, is that what the card looks like? Okay. Let's specifically take a look at the sculpt, and also, more importantly, the 3rd edition card. That is very strange looking. Wow, okay, we'll look at that properly in a second, because I'll do some close-up photos for you, but let's have a look at the sculpt. Don't know why he's got such a big base. I guess he's counting his special volume, perhaps. Okay, let's have a little see if I can get this close enough to be in focus. Like this with my hand. Okay, it's looking alright to me. It's actually not much flash on it. At the back there's a little bit that needs cleaned up. Okay, so his body comes in apart. The steps he's standing on, which form the base as well, for whatever reason had the Batman logo at the front there. That's a little bit chunky. They never do super well with those types of mounts that they put the bases on like that. I'm more interested in looking at this bizarre card, honestly. That's why I'm trying to hurry through this. And then that's just both his arms, one with a detonator, one pointing, and then his leg. Fair enough. Seems like a fine sculpt, honestly. More importantly though, let's have a look at this bizarre card, and I'll put up a little photo of it so you can get a better look in a second. So let's take a look at this. This is a very strange layout. I was not expecting it to look so drastically different. 40mm base, he's a leader, his affiliation is Joker, 92 rep, 0 funding, willpower 8, endurance 8. I wonder if they're doing away with the allocating dice, because there's no... I like about the old card you've got, well, I can't show you because you're seeing a close-up of the picture, but I like that you can fit a d6 on each of the things so you know how much you spent, but... ooh, what are these presumably going to mean? The fist will be attack, the shield will be defense. Oh, movement 8? Oh, you must not have to assign dice to movement anymore, you just have a set range, and his set range is 8, maybe? The Batarang will be special. The other one... I don't know. He's got a poison knife, it's got sharpen poison. He's got demotivate, detonate, intimidate, chaos agent, which I dislike as a role at the base level. Kill them, which the Heath Ledger Joker has. Psycho, Scheming 1, Trickster, and to prove a point. Okay, I like the design of the card. It's a little strange. This implies to me they're doing away with allocating dice. But why bother having a willpower stat then? Although I guess willpower matters for magic. That's interesting. Interesting and worrying. I guess they're going for symbols as well as words, because it will save them on printing as well, perhaps. Still not sure. Like, the fist has got to be attack, the shield has got to be defense, the movement has got to be the foot. Special could be either or, I guess. But what's the other stat? I don't know. Oh, probably, you know what it'll be? The fist is the strength, so he's a 4+ to wound. So that probably does mean that the explosion is strength, shield defense, movement, range, and then special. Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, I've heard really, really bad things about the other side of this card. Let's turn it over and take a look. So it's laid out much like a normal card. It's got symbols next to names now, maybe indicating that they cost a special, I guess. So let's read this. Demotivate, target a model within 8 line of sight. The model must pass a willpower roll or immediately suffer enervating 2. Okay, no, that's fine. Detonate, target a suspect marker within 8. Place an explosive template centered on it. Roll strength 3+ die against each model affected. If successful, suffers blood stun. Remove the suspect marker. Okay, maybe there's more about that. Maybe he can place suspect markers? Intimidate. Target an enemy non-vehicle model within 8 inches line of sight. For the rest of the round, the target cannot perform special actions and loses a die when performing willpower rolls. Okay, fair enough. Chaos Agent. All henchmen in this crew gain the Trickster trait until the end of the game. That's good. You may not place the Audacity activation markers during the Raise the Plan phase. What? Instead, you can place it at the start of a model activation with the Trickster trait, following the usual rule. So they've done away with the part of Chaos Agent that I despise, which is great, and it's the one where you're supposed to play the game one turn shorter because it's just a stupid rule. So that's good, but what is an Audacity activation? That just seems like a poor translation. Trickster, okay, we know what Trickster is. They can muck around with their how they move, attack, defense, etc. You may not place the Audacity activation markers during Raise the Plan. And it's capitalized, so I don't think it's an error. Huh. Well, I don't know. I'm reading it over and over and I don't know. Maybe it's using a new type of activation token system. A lot of skirmish games use that. I kind of like that Batman didn't and just took turns beyond the initial deciding who goes first in a turn. But maybe that's what it means. I'm honestly not sure. Kill them. Target a friendly henchman within 4 inches of this model but not the activated model itself. Target gains +2 attack dice until the end of the round. So that is not the same as the Heath Ledger role that was also called Kill Them. Oh wait, no, isn't it Bane that has... No, I'm confusing it with Bane's role that had Kill Them. No, that is Kill Them. I'm confusing it with They're Cheap. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so maybe the way it's saying it, you just get 2 attack dice. Maybe you just have the number of dice indicated by the stats. Because I did notice in the Dark Knight Rises starter set, I thought it was an omission because of an error, but the quick rolls that came with that starter set never mentioned damage accumulation taking away dice. And I always thought that was strange. And maybe that's why. Maybe they were future-proofing it a little bit. Who knows? Psycho, the willpower of this model is never reduced under any circumstances. That's fairly typical for Joker. Before activating the first model of your crew, if this model is not KO, you can move up to 1 suspect markers 4 inches. Oh, what is this with suspect markers? Maybe you can hide where your henchmen are when you start a match now? Suspect markers and Audacity activations, huh? Trickster, when starting the activation of this model, if it doesn't have any Audacity activation markers, may take it for... What? When starting the activation of this model, if it doesn't have any Audacity activation marker, may take it for another friendly model that doesn't make an activation this round. What? I mean, obviously there's like pluralization issues, there's grammatical issues. Not knowing the 3rd edition rules is obviously not helping either because we don't know what these Audacity activation markers are. But that's obviously that's a massive nerf to Trickster, because Trickster used to be just, when you activated, you can muck around with your tokens, like say you had 3 in movement, 2 in attack, 2 in defense, whatever. You could put them wherever you like. That's what the good thing was about Joker, and that further strengthens my theory that they've done away with willpower allocation to stats. And I'm not sure I like that, because that was the part of this game that made it stand out from stuff like, well, like the new Crisis Protocol Marvel game that's coming out, and some other skirmish games not about superheroes. I liked that aspect, but maybe they thought it was too complicated, I don't know. To prove a point, enemy models within 6 inches in line of sight suffer -1 to their willpower while making a willpower roll. In addition, this model can use the Intimidate trait with no action cost during its activation. So normally it would cost 1 special, you can do it for free, that's a very Joker thing as well. But man, the language, obviously it's translated from Spanish, but still. So I think the takeaways from this is, I like the card design, I think it looks neat. If we go back to the front for a second here, I like how it looks. The rules on the back are clearly written, they're just not, well, they can be clearly read, but they have not been clearly written, if you know what I mean. But it does look like they're doing away with allocation. You've got your stats, and that's your stats. You spend them as you see fit during an activation. You don't have to spend them on movement, you've just got a set movement, unless, I don't know, they'll probably have a run mechanic, I would imagine. Weird. Super weird. They've gone on the record. I've been scouring the Facebook posts they've made and Instagram because that's the only place you can get any answers from them. And they said 2nd edition miniatures and cards are compatible with 3rd edition. Seeing this card, and it's probably safely assuming some of the changes they've made, my reply is how? How is it compatible? We've got to wait and see. But that's very strange. Anyway, this was meant to be more about the miniature. I apologise for focusing more on the 3rd edition implications of what this card implies, but this is the first thing we have to go off, because as you know, Night Models are very famously very good with their communication with their customer base. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We can all but wait and see. In the meantime, we'll still be doing 2nd edition battle reports, and if 3rd edition doesn't take my fancy, we'll carry on doing 2nd edition. Because, like, we can actually, it might even be easier to retrofit a 3rd edition card into 2nd edition than do a 2nd edition card into 3rd edition. It's weird. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. Ta for now.